Welcome to CresTV. Today's episode, we're talking to Ranjan Singh, the Executive Vice President of Products and Technology for Crestron, about cloud. And what does cloud really mean for AV end users and our integrators? Ranjan, there's a lot of talk in the industry about cloud, and of course Crestron's gone into XIO cloud some time ago, and it's a ever-evolving thing. Where does cloud really take us as an industry in terms of what it means for our integrators and also what it means for our end users? And ultimately, are we still going to sell black boxes, and does subscription come?
Cloud brings flexibility. Cloud brings scale. Cloud brings agility to deploying new capabilities, right? A lot faster than perhaps deploying new pieces of hardware that require installation.
Sure.
So the first area that I see is really with the onset of these video collaboration environments and UC software. I really see it as an opportunity to in the AV industry to use cloud to deliver add-on services and capabilities, right? I'll give you a few examples. So we all use Microsoft Teams and Zoom. We all want to have ability to track information from sensors. And I reference every piece of hardware that's deployed, any piece of technology, Crestron or otherwise, essentially a sensor. You can think of it as IoT devices and sensor.
Yeah.
Well, the cloud is the place where you can aggregate all of the data, make decisions based on the data. And yes, you can do it and collect it in individual pieces, but if you aggregate the information to the cloud, you have a plethora of services, analytic services, and AI services, and machine learning services that you can apply to this data that you generally would not have. So that's the first area where I see a real opportunity with the amount of technology and IoT devices deployed in this industry.
Yep.
The second opportunity that I see, particularly for our integrators and dealers, is as AV and IT merge, the remote operations and the remote service and the expertise that our integrators and dealers can bring to be able to deliver that remotely. The cloud is the ideal vehicle to deliver that, to monitor, to understand, to take action, right? To take restorative action, to take corrective action. This, I feel, is really the opportunity for our integrators and dealers to deliver managed services and add-on services, right?
Yeah. To stop running from room to room, uploading firmware and whatnot, right?
Precisely, right? And if a piece of technology is down in a room, to be able to detect that remotely, right? Technology and software scale, people-based operations doesn't. And cloud is the number one option if you want to use technology for managing your environments.
Yeah.
Now you talked about subscription. I see that as yet another opportunity, not only for Crestron and its integrators, but also for our customers. Our customers, many of our customers are simply used to the idea of paying a subscription for a service, right?
Yeah.
They don't want to make CapEx purchases of hardware or purchase new hardware or worry about the technology lifecycle, right? So customers prefer, for their own total cost of ownership and their own ROI, many customers prefer subscription services.
Yep.
Our dealers and integrators can bundle those services with our hardware, with our software, with our XIO cloud, and deliver that capability. Virtual control is an example of yet another, you don't need control logic in the room, you need IO in the room, right? Yep. So you can aggregate, as you know, with VC4, we can run 500 rooms, right? Yep. In a virtual environment. And you can manage it remotely, you can control it remotely, and we enable our end customers and integrators to purchase that as a subscription because we are delivering it as a service, as a subscription. I really wish for an environment, and Crestron's working hard at this, where our hardwares and hardware, you asked, will we continue to sell black boxes?
Black boxes, I get asked that all the time. Are we always going to sell black boxes?
We will always sell black boxes, we will.
Yeah.
And for very good reason, because there are certain pieces of technology that need to be enabled locally, for security reasons, for performance reasons. So we will always sell black boxes. But we see black boxes as hardware platforms that enable us to continuously deliver value to our customers. And we deliver that value through the cloud. We deliver that value through software services and firmware upgrades. We also want to use those pieces of hardware as sensors for information and data so that we can do analytics in the cloud.
That's terrific. Well, we look forward to seeing what happens next in the cloud world. I guess that won't be at an InfoComm for a while, but we'll see. Might all be virtual, but thanks for your time, Ranjan. We really appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Stuart. Thank you for the opportunity. Nice talking to you.